What's up, friends? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Fresha, and I'm a 33-year-old creative director living by herself here in New York City. Brooklyn, to be exact.
It's so cute!
I've been making videos here on YouTube at the same time I'm learning how to live a happier, healthier, more creative life. But sometimes I feel really frustrated. So I'm hoping that since you clicked on the video, I don't know, maybe you and I can keep each other company while we're figuring all of this stuff out and learn how to build the lives that we want together. Huzzah! Happy Sunday. I just got back from a beautiful run in the park. You know, when I was leaving for my run, I was like, I really don't want to do this. Like, I'm tired. I have a lot of shit to do. I could be editing a YouTube video right now. I could be cleaning my house. I could be doing any number of things. And I was like, you know, it's always on the days that I least want to run that I appreciate having gone on a run the most, if that makes sense. And today is no exception. From the park where I did my run, I finally dropped my knife off for sharpening the other day and I picked it up. I got it sharpened at this really cute kitchen store in the neighborhood. It's called Tarzian West. Oh my gosh. If you guys are ever in Park Slope, it is a very, very cute kitchen store. Every time I go there, I get lost in it. It's small, but it's packed to the gills of just like great high quality kitchenware. There are often brands that I've never heard of, brands that I know and love, like Le Creuset. Yeah, I just love going there. Like sometimes I'll just drop in, even if I'm not looking to buy anything, I'll just drop in just to see what they have. And they have a knife sharpening service. Let's see what we're working with. Ooh, looking gorgeous, looking sharp. And I was shocked by their prices. It cost me like $6. Other knife sharpening places in the city are like at least $10. I could be wrong, but I thought that was a pretty good price. So I'm gonna do a little meal prep in a bit. Thanks for listening to me yap. Yes, I'm done with my workout. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in a bit.
Really, even with friendships, made it hard for me to receive feedback from people. It felt
I've been feeling a sense of anxiety about the future. When I've been in this kind of mindset in the past, I find that it's best for me to try to focus as best I can on the present. I know it can be annoying when people say, just be present, or just be here now. Trust me, I know. Growing up in hippie Northern California, I am more than familiar with this phrase. That was a common refrain whenever my anxious little kid self would start spinning my wheels. But as annoying as this advice was to me as a kid, it's been incredibly helpful to me as an adult. Focusing on the small parts of each day when I'm in the messy middle of things. Focusing on things like making my bed, stretching my limbs out, making myself a small pot of coffee, enjoying the way the smell of it fills my kitchen. These are things worth appreciating. Focusing on these things helps me break my anxious train of thought when my mind starts to spiral into the unknowns and unpredictability of the future. Even in something as mundane as washing the dishes. There's this idea in Buddhism about trying to find peace, even when washing the dishes. Thich Nhat Hanh said, if while washing the dishes we think only of the cup of tea that awaits us, thus hurrying to get the dishes out of the way as if they were a nuisance, then we are not washing the dishes to wash the dishes. What's more, we're not alive during the time we're washing the dishes. In fact, we're completely incapable of realizing the miracle of life while standing at the sink. If we can't wash the dishes, the chances are we won't be able to drink our tea either. While drinking the cup of tea, we'll only be thinking of other things, barely aware of the cup in our hands. Thus, we're sucked away into the future, and we're incapable of actually living 1 minute of life. It's the Monday back from President's Day. I'm getting like a little bit of a slow start to the morning. I've just been tired lately. Last week it was really, really cold. And I think we're just in that dead of winter, that last stretch of winter that everyone struggles through. I'm no exception. I'm not really leaving my house. All I want is to stay in and be cozy. What's the weather today? It's 21 degrees. Oof. I'm nervous this vlog is going to be a little boring, but it's a reflection of February, man. And my February was spent at home, cozy, doing a lot of cooking, watching a lot of movies. So I do need to get out of the house. Even the past couple days, normally I've been like working out. You know, at the start of the year, I was working out consistently. And the past 4 or 5 days, I just have not wanted to leave my house. So I've not been running, I've not been going to the gym, which is good because I think our bodies really benefit from rest time. And I'm not the best at taking rest and recovery, but it just means I've been in my house for
a really long time.
According to NBC, quote, struggle to find them because get to people before something bad happens, right? Is this Delta crash in Toronto going to change the TikTok algorithm?
Yes, they fixed it on Saturday.
You look cozy. It's so cute.
Hello. I'm trying to get better at vlogging, so I decided to take a couple of days where I'm just like overshooting and over filming everything. We'll see how it goes. I want to try to use vlogs as more visual diaries, and one way I've been framing it for myself is, for the version of me that's going to watch this video a year from now, what do I want them to remember? And not just remembering the highlights and the best parts, but what does the story of this specific point in my life look like? What honest story do I want to tell myself? When I really sit down and think about it, if I'm being honest with myself, I'm feeling kind of stuck. I think that's why my energy is so low. I'm sure part of it is just the time of year. You know, we're 6 weeks into the new year. The novelty and freshness of the new year has worn off. I didn't really have any big pressing New Year's resolutions, but I think this is around the time of year that New Year's resolutions start to fade away as well. Oh, who's calling me? Oh, 1 second. Sorry, that was my friend and coworker. Just another Tuesday. Anyway, I had to stop recording because obviously there was like sensitive work stuff being talked about, but I think that call was a really good example of like how I've been feeling lately. I just feel really stuck. And I know a lot of people are feeling this way. I have a lot of friends who are looking for jobs, a lot of people who are unhappy in their jobs. I have a bunch of friends who work in tech. They're facing an existential crisis, wondering whether or not AI is gonna replace them. I have a lot of friends who work in CPG, hospitality, and finance, and I just feel like most people I know feel like they're spinning their wheels, and I feel the same way. But for me, it's not just work. I think it's just, there are a lot of things that I want to do. I want to get back into better shape. I want to get better at YouTube. I'm actually really enjoying YouTube. YouTube is such a nice outlet for me creatively, like just having a place where I can just kind of like sit down for hours in the evenings or on the weekends and just kind of like lose myself in the editing process. And it feels really good to be learning something new and to like slowly be getting better at something new. But sometimes I feel really frustrated, like I'm not learning as quickly as I would like, or sometimes it feels slow going getting my stuff to the quality that I want it to be. I think just because I have so many long-term goals in terms of my health, getting back into shape, my career, dating, finding a partner, it's just really hard not to lose your mind in the middle of it all, in the day-to-day, you know, where you're like, you're not gonna see any market improvement in a day or a week or even 3 weeks. And it's so hard not to lose momentum, steam, to lose a sense of commitment to what it is you're trying to do. All of this is already hard as it is, staying committed to multiple goals long term, but I think it's all also compounded by the time of year we're in. We're a couple weeks into a new year, and also it being winter. Like, I think it's just so easy to feel stuck in the winter because, at least for me, I literally do feel stuck inside. I'm just too cold. In the warmer months in the spring and summer, I'll go out on walks and it's nice. It kind of like gets things moving and kind of like opens my mind. But in the winter, I just feel bummed. I feel bummed and I feel stuck. I hate feeling stuck. But I know I'm not going to feel this way forever. And so I really think it's about not losing my nerve, staying the course, and just trying to be a little bit more present in the little things day to day that add up over time. I just had to remind myself that. Good talk. Sorry.
Don't be sad, don't be lonely. Don't you know that I love you only? Just be mine.
I think winter's getting to me. It's the end of February, the end of a long and dark winter season. Even in LA, where I lived for 13 years, I struggled with the shorter days and longer, colder nights. It seems like every year I have seasonal amnesia, like I forget that seasonal depression is a real thing, and every year, like clockwork, I start to go stir crazy. I feel restless inside of my house, my routines start to feel rote, and the claustrophobia sets in. It's this time of year I start having to remind myself every day, stay here. Don't miss this time. Don't let it pass you. While hibernation might not be my natural state, it is still a good one for me. In fact, I might benefit from it more than most if I can just let myself. Hello. Alright, so it's just past 4 o'clock. I have been in like a deep state of hyper-focus for the past like 6 or 7 hours. I think I need to go on a walk. Now listen, do I want to? No, not really. What's the weather? Where's my phone? It's 27 degrees outside. So no, I don't want to go on a walk. Would I prefer to stay on my couch, under all my blankets? Cozy as a bug in a rug? Of course. But I've been feeling kind of stuck the past week, past couple days. And I also have not been working out or active or moving my body at all, really. I've barely left the house. That can't just be a coincidence. So I'm gonna get outside. I'm not gonna go for a long walk. I just have to go run some errands. I have to send these packets of athletic greens to my mom. Oh, before I go, let me tell you, like 2 years ago, I was trying out athletic greens. And it was fine, but like, ultimately I just prefer to take a multivitamin. When I'm taking a multivitamin, I'm more consistent with it. I really like my multivitamin brand. I bounce between Thorne and Pure One encapsulations, but I had forgotten that I had set the AG1 to subscription. So I was like still getting the packages. And by the time I ended up canceling it, I had a couple of different packets. So I brought them home to my mom and I was like, try these out. Like, I'm always like concerned about my parents' health. You know, they're getting older. They gotta take care of their bodies. And my mom ended up falling in love with it. And now she's like, can you send me more of this stuff? I don't think she realizes how expensive it is. And I'm like, girl, do you want me to buy you a multivitamin? Like, these things are like, I can't remember, like $800 a month. So I told her, I was like, I'll send you whatever I have left in my fridge, and then I'm cutting you off. I'm buying you a multivitamin because I'm just not in that tax bracket yet, okay? Maybe one day the YouTube algorithm will catch me, spin me up, and then it's gonna be athletic greens every goddamn day for you, baby girl. But like, anyway, I just sent that to my mom. And then I got a text from the Brooklyn Public Library that one of my holds is in. So I'm gonna stop by the library. So that's just gonna be a quick walk. Shouldn't be longer than an hour, depending on how long the line is at UPS, but let's go, baby. I also might try to grab a bite to eat, like a slice of pizza, because it only just occurred to me right now that I haven't eaten in like 7 hours. So, hyper-focused girls. I'm happy to see that the days are slowly, quietly starting to get longer. Bye! The end of winter does mean the start of several fall springs, which are each heartbreaking in their own way, but each also a hopeful reminder that summertime is just around the corner.
Hi, can I get a slice of sausage?
For now, though, I'm trying to hold off on daydreaming and instead practicing patience and appreciation. Appreciation for hibernation, for rest, for cold, dark winters that give me the space, time, and permission to recharge. Before I know it, I'll be back out in the city this summer, out late with my friends, sweating through my t-shirt on the subway platform, miserable in the oppressive heat, and I know the thought will hit me. I can't wait for winter. So I may as well enjoy it now. Lo and behold, I'm back. It is 5:43. So I think I was gone for like an hour and a half, but I sent off my AG1 to my dear mother. I picked up my library book. I ate a slice of pizza. It was so good. A slice of sausage at Smile & Pizza on 7th. And as predicted, I do feel a little bit better. Sometimes it just takes a little blood circulation, you know? So work is done for the day. I did some errands. I'm not quite ready to close my computer yet. I think I'm working on a YouTube script, so I might just do that for an hour before I eat dinner. Life of a busy girl. You know what I mean? Never stops. Except it does every day because I need to rest. Okay, let's go work on my script.